safe and removed. You never get hung up. Never.
Maybe down a little.
Maybe down a little, yeah. Oh, good. Perfect. I think. You should know. You could probably tell better than me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
We're good.
It's mics. I don't do well with them.
Mm-hmm. We're good.
Oh, thank you, Rick. Thank you, all you readers. What? Closer? Closer? Thank you, all you readers, and everyone else in this beautiful book. It's just wonderful to hear this assemblage of voices and perspectives and delights about the Grand Canyon. Okay. I'm going to start a little upstream from the Grand Canyon. I have spent a lot of years hiking around this country, and I've hiked a lot in the tributaries of the Colorado River. Okay, I've hiked a lot in the tributaries of the Colorado River, so I'm going to start up there and make my way back down to the Grand. This is a poem that was inspired by hiking several times with a physicist. It comes from the Escalante, and it's about hiking in the river. Finding the patterns, the poet as scientist. I'm sweeping around the bends of the canyon, like a raven banking from wall to wall, merging with his shadow, wheeling away. Like the 10-year-old I used to be, slaloming down a brick street on a fat, tired bike, pigtails flying. A 40-pound pack dampens my speed, but I still feel the sine waves flow through the soles of my boots. Bend after bend after bend, points of inflection swing me and the knee-deep gleaming river headlong into rushes of light, lapis-shadowed eddies. I'm a pendulum, describing an arc of river, a curve of sandstone. We are simply ordered. The river and the sheer fall of cliffs, me and the raven cawing and a beaver I saw waddling at sunrise down a light-flecked gravel bar. 2 equal surfaces and 3 transitively connected objects, simply ordered. Although our pattern is obscured by the delicate track of a fox circling around willows. Simple motion, wading downstream, spiraling into the other world through a helix of water-swirled rock. Morning uncoiling from alcoves, from the channel hollowed by a milky river, illuminates the spin, the spaces. Air simmering like honey, green splitting slivers of light, shadow flowing. We're all whirlwinds unwinding. And from another tributary, the San Juan, all one river. This is called a geologic map, and it's about a friend of mine. An old man now, his head bent to balance the weight on his back, knees bulking at the tall steps. He tramps in and out of canyons, left hand curled to his agave staff, the right free to assess the heft of petrified wood, cross-bedding on pebbles, the limestones rasp. He tastes for salt, lifts gypsum to the light. Look here, a stone cylinder, gnarled and dusty as a tree root, but a cast of one, a certain 100 million years old. Through Triassic swamps, mudstones from the Permian, down and down toward the center of the earth, our now receding behind him. The canvas pack, a hammer, rock samples, lunch stuffed into a battered coffee pot, nearly weightless in this vast stack of stone. The arthritis of the surface world, eased by wading through the brackish shallows of ancestral seas. When the river winds by his boots, He slips off his pack, extracts a sandwich, and imagines stepping in, letting the current lift him. Another fragment of the river's load. So, hiking down to that sacred river. And this one is from this very, very beautiful little book that I feel so honored to be included in. And it's called Alchemy. Old knees absorb the terrain, the pitch and texture, rotting shale, limestone edges, cobbles poised to roll underfoot. And eyes and ears, the local flora, stunted and spiny, or wind-twisted, or perfumed and delicate as any hothouse flower. And ears, long damped against civilization, reopen to raven whoosh and bee thrum. Arriving at the river, sore and happy, we celebrate our initiation into this lower world with sardines and sips of Irish whiskey. It's later, though, in my skinny bed, the ground adrift and the moon and the water noodling lullabies, that the sky pours into me, and the vast distance between here and up there. By morning, I have no other home.